And it's good morning from Mama Jane's husband and from
Mama Jane.
Well, we're going to do a retrospective video this morning of our experience on going on the mermaiden voyage of Valiant Lady back in March. And it was an experience, I can tell you. Now, our experience started way before we got on the ship, because we had such a lot of hassle with the Virgin website, the Virgin app, and contradictory information between the two of them. It was an absolute nightmare, and it really detracted from the whole cruise experience with us having so many technical problems. And I'm quite a technically able person. I love technology, a bit of a geek, and I do know what I'm doing.
I would have given up and cancelled the holiday. Okay, it was so crazy. Now Virgin, I know, are quite new to cruising, but Virgin are not new to technology and flying and music. They're not a new company in that sense. So there really was no excuse. And as I say, I would have definitely said, forget it, I'll go with whoever. But it's not worth the hassle.
And particularly when you see on web boards and talking boards on the internet that all these problems that we experienced last year with Scarlet Lady. So Virgin, poor show, I'm afraid, real poor show. We were also stressed out about testing and what we needed to do, because there was just immense confusion over what the testing procedure was going to be. The website, the app, the emails we got from the company, if you rang them up, they all gave you different information. It was just chaos, and we found the whole process stressful. Now, having said that, getting to Portsmouth was really easy.
We drove to Portsmouth, so that was very easy. Yeah.
And it's actually easy to get to the cruise port at Portsmouth than it is at Southampton. And you just park in a multi-storey car park.
You've got a space booked and you've paid for it, but it is just an ordinary multi-storey car park, and 2 minutes walk away. You don't actually get your car parked for you like you do with P&O. So it is a bit different. If you're used to P&O, be aware that you actually go and park your car, but it's very easy, and
And the car parking for us, we booked early. We booked the Virgin trip early, and we got parking included, so that was quite nice. So we walked from the car park to the terminal. It was quite easy. We were early because the journey had been much quicker than we'd expected, but that really wasn't a hassle for Virgin. And the only thing that we found odd, and we'd seen this on the cruise boards and everything, is that they put the luggage labels on when you get to the port, and of course this is just replicating a system that we know fails, because whenever you fly, you know, there's always a chance your luggage is going to get lost, and that's what you do when you fly. The luggage labels go on when you get to the airport.
Now we were lucky because we were just taking, because it was such a short trip, and we travel light anyway, so we were lucky that we didn't need that, because we would carry on, so it never left us. It went with us the whole time.
But we did meet a few couples whose luggage had got lost. And again, the message boards are full of poor stories about luggage getting lost on Virgin. So you need to think again, Virgin. And then we got through the terminal, no problem. The check-in procedure was very, very simple. We'd eventually discovered we'd had to have our test before we arrived at the port, and that made it very quick getting on the ship. Getting on the ship was a real challenge, because literally the incline getting on was like that, and oh gosh, I barely got up the hill.
And
Not long had my hip replaced.
And there was no warning. If it had
Yeah.
said, be aware, it's very steep incline. If you can't manage this, you can get in on another door, obviously, or whatever it's called on the ship. But there was no warning. Just suddenly you were faced with this steep hill.
Yeah, I was breathless by the time we got to it.
But once on board,
It was wild.
it was one.
We were greeted with wild dancing by people dressed as some very
Mermaids.
strange characters. Did we see some mermaids when we came on board?
The chaps were dressed in all the...
Oh, they were, weren't
yeah.
they?
It was beautiful. That was
very nice,
beautiful. Yeah.
And then we went to the elevator, and we went up in the elevator, and the elevator's got all screens in them, and it makes it look like a fish tank. So when you're in the elevators, you
Call
think
it lift
you.
in England, don't we?
That's right. Yeah, I'm getting Americanized, aren't I? Yeah. They look like you're in the middle of a pool because all the screens show fish.
Which is fine unless you have a great fear of being in a fish tank with a load of fish.
Yeah. So we got our cabin. And what do you think of our cabin?
Well, the cabin, we always, so that we can do lots and lots and lots of cruises, we ask for the very cheapest, wherever that is. So it's always inside, so there's no windows, and that's fine, we know there's no windows. And I can honestly say it is one of the best cabins, if not the best cabin that we have been in for space. It was huge. It was really lovely. It had got all these high-tech things. You have like an iPad, and so you can open the curtains if you've got window. You can do the lights, you can do the television, everything via the iPad. Because I'm not exactly techie, I found it a bit, ooh, what do I do? But you know, himself, he could change all the lights and things. The bathroom was a good size. The shower was fabulous.
Fabaruni.
I have to say, on all cruise ships we've been on, P&O, Virgin, Marella, Royal Caribbean, we're on Cunard, I'm always amazed at how brilliant the showers are, the power of the showers. I don't like the shower curtains in some, but the actual shower, they've always been brilliant. Yeah. Sorry,
You're rambling.
I'm rambling.
She's rambling. Yeah. You get used to it after a while. So the cabin was pretty fabaruni, and we were actually in the hot tub by 2:30, weren't we?
Yes.
Drinking some prosecco's, I remember. Yeah, and we thoroughly enjoyed that. The pool, as others have commentated, is a waste of space. Absolute waste. We didn't see anybody in the pool the weekend we were there. And it's meant for posing around and to line around. And that's all the pool is there for. And
there is every kind of sit on, lie on thing you can imagine, not only around the pool, but on the whole of the outside and on the inside. There's every kind of chair, lounger, bed thing, whatever. You've got so much choice, and there's something for everybody to be comfortable on.
And there's a big hot tub. I mean, a really big, I've never seen one as big, but actually it was lukewarm, and the bubbles, well, they were a bit anemic.
Yeah.
So I weren't that taken with this big hot tub they've got. There's 4 smaller hot tubs, which these days, for the size of the ship, is not enough.
No.
Especially when only 2 of them have got bubbles in them.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hot tubs with bubbles. That's poor show again, Virgin. That's poor design.
Because they'd used a lot of space, deck space. Their vision is well-being, and that may well be the case. But I mean, did you see what I did there?
Yeah.
Well-being.
Yeah. You're clever.
Clever with that. I know, just by chance. There's every kind of gym equipment that you can imagine outside.
Nobody's using it.
We never saw anybody using any of it. And inside, there's a huge gym. And there were 1 or 2 people in the gym. But the idea that people go on this as a fitness thing, it wasn't.
The only fitness I'm interested about on a cruise is how I fit in the jacuzzi, and how I fit in the bar, and how I fit in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't really care about how I fit in a boxing ring.
No. Yeah. Well, yeah.